Hi, this is Ash from Crack Minis, and today I'm going to be showing you how bad I am at painting skin. Well, that, and I'm going to be making something. I was watching that Secret Level episode, and They Shall Know No Fear, the one that's come out on Prime Video not that long ago. And there's this weird demon thing in it. I can't work out what sort of demon it is. I know it's got something to do with Tisnage. Is it Tisnage? 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 But I'm just going to call it a bone angel, because that's easier. So let's build a bone angel. As you saw in the clip before, I got some skeletons. The skeletons are all from the Skeleton Warriors set by Wargames Atlantic. Comes with loads of them. If you want to incorporate them in your builds, I'd suggest buying one. Well worth the money, and you get a lot of use out of it. Alright, so I started off pretty much building the wings. Now, I am no bird expert, so I'm not 100% sure on what the bones are called. I just know that most wings look like they're in 3 parts. So you got the piece that... Saying that, it's an angel, so wouldn't it be different because they've got arms as well? It's probably different because they've got arms as well. I'm an angel expert rather than a bird expert. The way I worked out is the wings need to break up into 3 parts. You have the piece that comes out of the shoulder blade and then bends upwards, and another piece that bends downwards away from the body, which is a bit longer. And then I have those little fingery bits stick on. I think they call it flanges or something. Flanges. This is the bit when I first started to realise it looks kind of like a flying chimpanzee. You know, like Wizard of Oz style flying monkey thing. It becomes much more noticeable when I put the arms on. I wanted to give the thing like a front and back facing spear. So one back hand, one front hand. Different sizes. I had these like, I think they're elven spears from Age of Sigmar or something lying around. And they were pretty handy because they had like the wrist split in half, so I could glue them onto the skeleton arms that I'd actually made out of legs, so they were a bit thicker. Now that the arms are glued on, I realised how bad the Wizard of Oz flying monkey vibe was going, and decided to just chop them legs off. I figured it's easy to figure it out after the fact. Just get rid of them. Hope for the best. And then I stuck a pole up his back. It wasn't really a pole, it was just like a little spear that I snipped the ends off and stuck in it. Anyway, I needed to hide that, and I decided to use some little sheets of green stuff to make sort of like, I want to say a dress, but it's not a dress. It starts with an R, a robe. That's it. So it's ceremonial robe. So once that was done, I put on some belts. I thought I could probably have some stuff hanging off him, maybe hide some of the terrible sculpting work that I did on this one. I'm very out of practice when it comes to the green stuff. Now, because I thought it was looking a bit boring as just a skeleton, which I kind of regret doing this now, but I added some more flesh to it, specifically on the chest and the shoulders, and a bit on the wings. I wish I'd just left them as bone and then painted it as bone, because it'd have been a lot easier than painting skin tones, which I'm not very good at. After that was done, I added some belts to his wings and stuff, just to add some more detail, and then got onto painting. I did do a bit where I added some bits to the base and put some texture paint on him. I say texture paint, it's polyfill mixed with paint, but I forgot to film it. I gave it a good once over with some black paint primer, and then got to work on adding some colour. I will say I had a plan for this, so excuse the brightness of what you're about to see, but I definitely had a plan, and it didn't backfire on me completely, and I didn't have to restart it all again, and I didn't have to struggle. But I did choose to do all of those things while painting this. I will say I fell into a hole with this model when it comes to painting. Like, building the thing took me maybe an hour. Painting the thing took me like 6. Which is a lot for me. Yeah. As soon as the paint touched it, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like that colour. This isn't going well. But I was like, that's normally how I feel about most things that I paint, and sometimes I get lucky. But this time I did not get lucky. I did not get lucky at all. The skin tone I chose was too bright. The colour for the cloth I chose was too bright. The red I chose was too bright. And the silver I chose was too shiny. So after painting it, and I saw this like pastel nightmare that I'd created, I decided that it'd be a good idea to throw down like a thin layer of sepia ink all over the thing, and then try and wipe it off, you know, like the excess off. Only problem is because the paint was so chalky, it just absorbed everything, and it just went the complete opposite way. Like, you could literally just see sepia on everything and maybe some colours shining through. So I was like, it's just a brown model now. So then I had to add the colours back in that I didn't like by dry brushing the skin back to what it was, and then adding some more layer details over the top. And then obviously just dot and dab and stipple on the paints of the different colours that I had, just trying to highlight what was there already, which really wasn't much other than just brown. Looking at it now, once it's like all 100% set and dried and everything like that, it's not too bad. I mean, the skin isn't great, but I feel like I definitely managed to pull back on the materials. So like the cloths and the belts and the little streamers coming off the spears themselves, like those have come out alright. I can't complain about them. My favourite part of this is the actual belts. I mean, I've been following the same Vallejo guide on my leather since I got the paint set, and it's never done me wrong. It's literally just brown, and then brown mixed with yellow for the edges, leaving some of the brown behind, and then brown and the yellow mixed with some white, just for those very, very edges and little scratches going across. I mean, I enjoy painting leather. Just that I'm happy with. That I will admit the robe isn't too bad either. It's just the skin. There's not very good. I think if I added some more colours, maybe tried to texture it better with some purples and stuff like that, it might work. But I'm just not at that skill level where I'm perfected the skin tones. I mean, it seems like it's just the hardest part of painting, stitching skin. Well, this pretty much wraps us up. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Obviously, like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's a bit different than what I normally film. I tend to stay away from the 40k stuff on YouTube because it feels like you typecast yourself and you get stuck in that like 40k bubble. And like occasionally branch out to do Gundam or something. But yeah, this was just a fun little side quest. I am working on like Talos from the Night Lord's novellas because I've been reading a lot of that. But that's just going to be some pictures on Instagram when I'm done with it. Enjoy the spinny bit.